Next up is our resident videographer, Duanne Walton. First of all, thank you, Duanne, for always doing this. Yay. Duanne is from Morris. He's been writing for as long as he can remember, and some days he can remember more than others, but today's pretty good. Several of his short stories, poems, and reviews have been published in amateur publications, websites, and blogs over the years. He is working on a murder mystery thriller about a mysterious character who tickles his victims to death. Tonight, and Duanne has a very special talent for stream of consciousness writing, which, speaking of tickling, tickles us immensely in our writing meetings. And so tonight he's going to be sharing a stream of consciousness piece called Good Friday on a Saturday. Duanne.
March 31st, 2018. Should have written this last night. Wanted to, but got distracted. It just happened. Yes, things just happen even to me, no matter how hard I fight it. The struggle is real. How do you run away from something inside your head? You can't. You can't exercise them by vomiting them onto the paper, putting them to actual use by crafting stories and journal entries out of them. Better out than in. But you have a job to perform, duties to fulfill, trades to jack, questions to answer even when you don't have any. So you're stuck with intrusive thoughts in your head, side trips into parallel worlds where your best efforts run smack into agendas and politics, where you're allowed to enter and perform but never evaluated, praised, or rewarded because it goes against the established narrative. How dare I achieve? How dare I do better than someone else? How dare I rise above my position? To be continued. We now resume our regularly scheduled rant. Only I can't because it's gone. The momentum's lost. I hate it when that happens. The gist of it all is, take these thoughts that intrude upon me at any... It was at this point that my pen died. I gave it a decent burial in the break room trash can and made a little memorial to it. The pen is dead. Long live the pen. April 1st. Something tells me Satan doesn't want me to write this. Why else would all this be happening to me while trying to write a journal entry? Momentum lost due to my break ending, pen runs out of ink, restaurant won't honor BOGO burger coupon because I wanted them to go, got my usual pizza and was late getting home for Svengoolie. Only I could make an existential crisis out of those. Well, maybe not. I'm sure there's others. I'm not an island, no matter how much I may think so. Anyway. This is the whole of the matter. Take all this self-induced angst, torment, what have you, multiply it to the infinite power, and place it onto the man nailed onto the cross with the crown of thorns on his head. That is what he endured this past Friday for you and for me. You think you've got problems? They are a drop in the bucket compared to what the man from Galilee went through. But he went through it for a purpose. There was a meaning to it. He endured all so that we didn't have to in a place called hell, and he did it willingly. Yes, he asked the Father to let the cup pass from him, if he was willing. Yes, he was scared, but he still did it. For all of us. No coercion, no parental abuse on the part of the Father. In fact, since he and the Father are one, he was just as tormented and tortured. The Creator and Master of the universe endured unthinkable punishment for his lowly creations instead of just crumpling them up, throwing us in the wastebasket, and starting over. Does that sound like the actions of someone who hates us or doesn't care about us? It's the actions of someone that loves us. As I write this, it's Easter Sunday and April Fool's Day. Who'd ever think to see that combination? Exploding Easter eggs and rubber chocolate bunnies. But the cross and the empty tomb are no April Fool. And I am thankful. Not only for being saved from my sins, but for finally having something to read at the next open mic night. Thank you, Lord.